Hi guys, if you are in B2B space, you probably send cold emails, or at least you tried sending cold emails. In 2025 and probably in 2026, cold email deliverability is much harder than ever before. And a lot of us been targeting enterprise businesses, 60-70%. In the United States specifically, they use Microsoft products. And Microsoft currently has one of the most advanced spam filters on the market, and it's really difficult to land in the main inbox when targeting somebody from the bigger enterprise company. And what's worse, a lot of companies, of course, use Google Workspace, and we see a shift in Google deliverability as well. It looks like Google changes the rules as well, and spam filters are becoming more difficult in terms of deliverability, in terms of actually reaching the inboxes. Our agency currently sends around 200,000 emails per month, and we actually see the shift. We see deliverability is changing. And in this video, I would like to cover what you can do in order to get good inbox placement, to still land clients and generate leads from your cold emails. So the first thing, engagement is still very important. It's important that you people actually respond to your email and not actually complaining about your emails, not moving your emails to the spam folder. Even when people respond just, no, thanks, I'm not interested, it's good. It's important to get replies. You need to get engagement. If you start your campaign and your reply rate is below 1%, it means something is not clicking. So make sure your emails are relevant, personalized, and actually interesting to read. Keep your emails short, not more than ideally 130, 150 words maximum. You should be really focused on optimizing the reply rate, because if you do not get responses, after, I would say, 2-3 days, your deliverability will start declining. And even if you use warm-up tools, typically it doesn't help. The engagement you get to your campaigns specifically is the most important thing. And now when it comes to infrastructure that you use to send emails, I really recommend not to try to save money on the infrastructure. Purchase as many domains as you can, depending on how many emails you want to send per day. Let's say you want to send 500 cold emails a day. For this, I would recommend at least 50 mailboxes. You can purchase Google, Microsoft mailboxes. You can purchase them through resellers like Zapmail, but you really need to diversify your infrastructure and to use several ESPs, not just Google, not just Microsoft, but you can also purchase some SMTPs or cold email sending services dedicated specifically to this type of outreach. I'm talking about services like MailReef, Hypertide, Mission Box, and so on. And of course, you need to be very proactive when it comes to infrastructure management. What I mean by that is actually doing inbox tasks, at least on a weekly basis, but ideally you need to do them at the beginning of the week and maybe in the middle of the week. Because sometimes when you start your campaigns, deliverability can drop right away, especially if domains are not very stable in terms of deliverability. So yeah, be proactive, do tasks. And if you see the problem with your domains, you need to rotate them as soon as possible. That's why when it comes to your infrastructure, you need to have a backup. So typically the rule that we use in our agency, we use 60% of infrastructure to send emails right now and 40% of our mailboxes just waiting for their turn. So once your domains drop, you rotate them. The question is, what should you do with mailboxes and domains that are on recovery right now, or you are not using them because they are burned already? I really recommend to actually recover them using warm-up tools. Not all warm-up tools are actually effective. Sometimes you can even stop any kind of email activity from your mailboxes, and they may recover in few weeks, even without warm-up tools. But we personally use warm-up tools like Mailivary, like Folderly, to recover our domains. Especially effective tool is actually Folderly, because Folderly is using private warm-up pool, and it's much more effective than some public warm-up pools. That's a separate topic. I don't want to dive into it, but Folderly, Mailivary, these are good tools. Even if you use a smart lead or instantly, if you just leave your domains there, just do not send any cold emails, you just warm them up or recover them through smart lead or instantly or Mailivary or whatever tool you use. Typically, after 2 or 3 weeks, these domains will recover. Maybe not, in some cases not. It depends on the level of deliverability issues in these domains, because it can go very low, it can be just moderate problems, but at least you need to try. In some cases you need more time to recover domains, in some cases you need just 2 weeks. And what we notice in our agency, typically after we recover these mailboxes and these domains, they stabilize in terms of deliverability. Later, we do not have such deliverability drops. They are like more stable. We send cold emails. Of course, we do warm up continuously, but we do not observe such big drops in the future. That's why I always tell people that it's important to recover your domains and not just throw them away. And of course, I didn't mention about some obvious stuff. Your DNS records such as SPF, DKIM, DMARC should be in place. And of course, you should use secondary domains, as I think it's clear that you should not use your main domain to send cold emails. That's very important. To sum up my video, it's important that your content is relevant and personalized, and it's been tested continuously on weekly basis. Just test your content, test your domains, your mailboxes, check where they actually land. Use tools like Glockapps, MailReach, Wormy to do your inbox placement tests. Be proactive. Well, once you see that some domains actually drop in deliverability, rotate them as soon as possible. When you rotate them, make sure that you don't maybe use affected content that you've been using with mailboxes that have been affected. It's better, of course, to update your content. Of course, recover your domains that been affected, test them again in 1 to 3 weeks. If they get better, you can start using them again. And of course, make sure your DNS records are in place. And the last thing, your deliverability and your success in cold email starts from your creativity, from your offer, obviously, and your target audience. So make sure you're targeting the right people with really interesting offer, no-brainer offer ideally. And in this case, cold email is definitely the right channel for you. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was useful. If you ever need help with your cold email campaigns or LinkedIn outreach, we're Chapters Agency. We're here to help you with that. Thank you and have a good day.